Good afternoon, this is our latest video update on Tropical Storm Khanun, which is now nearing the island of Jeju in South Korea. Today is the 18th of July 2012. Continue to watch Tropical Storm Khanun as it makes its way north across the Yellow Sea. It was last located approximately 150 kilometers south of the island of Jeju, which is around here. Maximum sustained winds are at 85 kilometers per hour with gusts of up to 120 according to the latest report from JMA. Khanun actually strengthened to a severe tropical storm early last night with winds of around 95 kph, but JMA has downgraded it again and winds are now back down to 85 kilometers per hour as the storm begins to exhibit weakening trend in the past few hours. Movement remains quick at around 30 kilometers per hour, moving north-northwestward, and is forecast to pass just to the west of Jeju later tonight. As you can see here in the latest visible image, the storm continues to look organized as that cyclonic rotation still very evident, and you can still clearly make out the center here. It's not a typhoon despite the good-looking center. Can actually see here in the infrared image the convection has actually began to wane, with cloud tops getting warmer by the hour, but still you can see this some sort of an eye feature actually being evident on the infrared. However, when you actually look at the microwave image, you can see that the strong mid-level banding which was present last night and early this morning has also began to weaken. You can see here on the microwave image those light green colors indicate the weakening mid-level bands, but as you can see, the dark shades of blue indicating the low-level organization remains very strong and still well developed. And actually we can see here in the latest radar image from KMA those center of the storm still actually very discernible here on the radar, and you can also see inner and outer rain bands beginning to affect Jeju, and even here in the southwestern tip of South Korea, here in the South Jeolla province, affecting cities like Mokpo, Yongam, and other nearby areas there. Rain rates right around 10 millimeters per hour, although you can see some pockets of heavier rain of around 20 to even 30 millimeters per hour. Though the good news is that Khanun is actually moving pretty quickly to the north, around 30 kilometers per hour, so not really expecting those heavy rains to really persist throughout the night. So for Jeju, probably expect around 100 millimeters or even less rainfall accumulations, and that could also translate here across the western portions of South Korea tomorrow as the storm passes and skirts the western coastline of the peninsula. North Korea, on the other hand, could receive heavier rainfall rates as Khanun is forecast to make landfall here in around Jeju or around west of Kaesong by Thursday afternoon. As you can see here, the latest forecast track from JTWC expecting this system to weaken to a probably weak tropical storm or even a tropical depression as it makes its landfall tomorrow afternoon or early evening. It will pass very near Pyongyang by Thursday tomorrow evening, and should rapidly weaken as it tracks across the rough North Korean terrain. JMA also showing that nearly similar forecast track, although positions it slightly just to the east and actually brings Khanun near the North Korean South Korean border, but the timing looks pretty similar across the between the two agencies, and still expects Khanun to again track across the peninsula and should weaken to a depression by Friday morning. Now moving on to the other system that we are watching right now, we have the Invest 92W located approximately 1,000 kilometers east of Luzon. You can see here in this latest visible image the disturbance is becoming more consolidated with the convection right over the center continuing to persist for the past 12 to 24 hours now. JTWC has actually upgraded the chances to medium terms of development for a cyclone in the next 24 to 36 hours. Again, computer models remain adamant at some sort of a cyclone formation in the next few days in this area. You can see in this latest forecast tracks from the computer models, again, the consensus is that the future storm should track probably near Luzon Strait. Some of them are taking the future storm towards Taiwan as a strong tropical storm by as early as Sunday. So do continue to keep an eye on the system. In terms of favorable conditions, wind shear remains weak to moderate around 10 to 20 knots. The sea surface temperatures as always remain warm and favorable for development. Just one thing to note is that even though 92W doesn't directly affect Luzon, expect the southwest monsoon to be enhanced by the system as it moves north and potentially impact Taiwan this weekend. So expect rains to become more widespread across Luzon, and even here in Visayas you can actually see some rains actually affecting here central and eastern Visayas there. Again, so just continue keeping an eye on this system. Concludes the update for today. Again, for those living in South Korea, continue checking the Korea Meteorological Administration's official website for the latest warnings and forecasts for your area, particularly those who are living along the western coast. Seoul is situated on the western coast of the country, so please do prepare for heavy rain and strong winds throughout tomorrow, Thursday. Stay safe out there, guys. Bye bye.